Hey guys, and welcome back to another Random Distractions where we're playing the first tree. And in this one, we're continuing to explore this land and all these different things here.
Dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Little Casio keyboard. I wonder if that's a reference more for the game developer than the person in the game. That he maybe created the music for the game as well. Trespassers. If that is the case, it's going to be one of the shortest credits at the end of this game for sure.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Yeah, I mean, I lived mostly in apartments until I got married. So looking back at like the old apartments, I guess they do look different, but that's because they've repainted them and stuff like that. So, whoop, let's see. But yeah, I wonder, I guess, for people who lived in a house all their life and kind of like my kids, I guess, they've lived in the same house ever since they were born. So it'll be interesting to see what they think when they grow up and come back to see what it's like. To go around the entire place to see. I mean, these places are huge. And I kind of wish there was a little bit more to do, to be honest, or at least if the fox was a little bit faster, because this is the walk, and then this is the run. All right, so this is kind of where I started back at, and I noticed this tree earlier, but I kind of went that way, so I guess I'll check it out now.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
I'm assuming that maybe after we get this third rock, it'll open up that those trees that are blocking the way. And when I looked back to the tree, it was when he mentioned that he carved his name into it. So I wonder if that's actually on there, on that tree. And if I remember correctly, there was something over here I think I missed. Or I was thinking of coming back toward it. There it is. So I need to see if I can get there somehow. Okay, looks like this way. Oh, looks like there's some, well, let's see. Let me I'm going to try to do these first, I guess. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. I wonder if maybe this is the way to get to that side, because there's a bunch of rocks over on this side. Not 100% sure I'll be able to get through. Whoop. Yeah, maybe it is. That's the way that's I was supposed to go. So let's see. There's one down here. And there's one up here. Yeah, it looks like this is the... I would have come out through if I would have kept on going this way. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, well, I mean, there's not something to kind of direct you where you need to go or the next place that you need to get to. say, which is fine. I've been able to figure out where to go. Right. Oh, and here's this third rock. Oops. That sounded like trees moving. So let's see. I guess we'll head back and take a look and see if they actually moved and we can move forward. You mentioned the Aurora Borealis. I wonder if there's going to be a section of this that is in at night, maybe. We'll get to see that. That'd be interesting. Let's see what this one says. Oh, it's the other way. Fishing boat. Oh, yeah, and there was a fishing boat down there somewhere. I don't remember seeing this. A gravestone? Can't tell whose. Okay, let me see if I can see if the tree actually has the name carved on it or not. See it. Oh wait, here it is. Joseph. Oh, okay. So yeah, the narrator's name is Joseph. And yep, it did open up the trees here. Let's see if I can get these stars. One. Two. Get this last one. All right. Oh, is that a wolf?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
That's a second one. There should be a third one. Guess the wolf is the one responsible. Huge wolf. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, guys. Thanks for joining me for another random distractions. I just noticed the ground is moving. Or am I sliding? Oh, okay. I'm sliding down. I'm like, wait, why is the ground moving? Okay. Well, like I was saying, thanks for joining me for another random distractions. Would definitely appreciate a like, of course, on the video, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when the next one drops. And we'll continue to see if we can find the last remaining cub for this fox. Until then, hope you have a good one.